Hi everyone, my name is Desiree and I'll be leading an easy but energizing morning flow for us today. So go ahead and grab your mat and some water and we'll get started. So we will begin today's practice in child's pose, reaching the fingertips to the edge of our mat, forehead lowering to the floor. From here we're going to reach to our left, fingertips reaching towards the left edge of our mat to get a stretch on the left side of the body. We'll hold it here and go ahead and we'll switch to the right, walking our hands over to the right side of our mat, now stretching the left side of our upper body. From here we're going to go ahead and meet in a tabletop position. Maybe rolling out the wrists a bit, hips over top of your knees, shoulders on top of wrists here. We're going to stretch out our wrists for just a moment here, so flip the palms to be facing inside towards your knees, or just do what feels naturally for you in this moment. From here, we're going to do a few rounds of cat and cow. At an inhale, tuck the spine under, rounding the spine, tucking the head for cat. Exhale, flipping the head up, dropping the belly for cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale into cat. And exhale, dropping down into cow. One more, inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. From here, take any organic movement you'd like, maybe shifting the hips back, rolling forward onto your belly, just really massaging the sides of your hips or back, any movement that feels good in that tabletop position. For me, I'm just making circles with my hips, getting a stretch in the IT band and outer hips. Coming back to your breath again. From here, we'll inhale, reach our right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, thread it in between your left arm and placing your right shoulder blade on the ground for thread the needle. Keeping your core engaged here. This is a great upper body twist to prepare your back for the rest of the day. And we'll hold here for just a few breaths. And when you're ready, we'll return back to tabletop position. And then we'll inhale, reach the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, thread it in between the right hand, dropping that left shoulder blade, coming up onto that arm for thread the needle. Again, holding here for 2 to 3 breaths. And we'll meet back in tabletop here. From here, we're going to go ahead and lower on down to our stomachs and prep ourselves for cobra. So bringing your hands by your sternum, elbows close to the ribs. We'll inhale, lift the chest up, using the strength of our back, and exhale, lower down. And do this a few times. Inhale, lift the chest, rise back up, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up, using the core and the back to support you. Exhale, lower back down. From here, we're going to push back up into a tabletop position, lifting up the knees, tucking the toes, and coming back up into plank. In plank, remember to engage your core as much as possible to support your lower back. Push through your shoulder blades as if you're pushing them up into the sky. And from here, we'll sink back, lifting the hips, straightening the arms for downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk your dog for a little bit, so bending one knee at a time, reaching the heels of your foot to the floor, engaging all 10 fingertips, lower belly sucked in, hips reaching up towards the sky. From here, we're going to look up in between the hands and step up into our first forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straightening the spine. Exhale, forward fold, releasing through our toes. Inhale, we're going to interlace our hands for ragdoll, releasing any tension in the neck or the shoulders, maybe even bending the knees to protect your hamstrings. Possibly even rocking back and forth. From here, we'll inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, arms up overhead, reaching towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Once again, inhale, reach up towards the sky, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, straight back, halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, and we'll step back into plank. And from here, we'll go into our first chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll hold in downward facing dog for just a moment here, releasing any tension in the shoulders, engaging all 10 fingertips and the core. Coming back to the breath if you lost it. Once again, looking up in between the hands, begin to walk forward into your forward fold. From here, we'll inhale, halfway lift, once again, straight spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we'll roll up to standing, arms up overhead, reaching up towards the sky. And exhale, reach towards the right. Both arms reaching towards the right to get a stretch on the left plane of the body. Then switching to the left. And now back to center. Exhale, forward fold. And stepping back into plank and right into your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reaching the left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, step that left foot in between the hands, planting the foot and stepping up into warrior one. Hips square to the front of your mat, core engage. Your back foot should be at a 45-degree angle. Arms reaching up overhead. We'll hold it here for just a moment. And exhale, we'll plant the hands on either side of the foot. Step back into plank and chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Other side, inhale, reach the right leg high up ahead. Exhale, step it in between the hands, plant the foot. Rise up, warrior one. Hips once again square as much as they can to the front of the mat. Back foot at a 45-degree angle. And exhale, we'll plant the hands on either side of the foot. Step back into plank and right into chaturanga, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Excellent, guys. So from here, we're going to begin to walk up towards the front of our mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We'll hold it here for just a moment. All right, we'll meet on our sit bones. So maybe give yourself a little bit of a hug. And then we'll release into our boat posture, keeping the lower abs engaged, arms reaching on either side of your legs, shoulders rolled back, using the breath to help you balance, gazing at one specific point. Hold it for 2 more breaths. And we'll slowly lower down till our backs are on our mat. From here, we're going to reach for our toes and pull our legs into happy baby, grabbing the outer blades of our feet with our hands and pulling our feet closer towards our face. Keeping the entirety of the back on your mat here, core still engaged. Play with this posture if you'd like a little bit, maybe rocking back and forth, just feeling what feels good in your body at this moment, still surrendering to our breath. Exhale, release. From here we'll hug our right knee in towards our chest, straightening the left down to the floor for Apanasana, wind relieving pose. This is a great stretch for the hip flexors here. So go ahead and pull that knee in taut, maybe tucking the chin under to help engage the core and reaching the left arm up overhead. You're going to feel an intense stretch in the hip flexor here. Keeping that standing leg straight as possible, maybe even flexing the foot. And exhale, release, and we'll switch sides. Pulling our left knee into our chest, straightening the right, engaging that straight leg, pressing it into the mat here. Using your arms to pull your left knee in towards your chest. Taking a breath, and then we'll lift up into that crunch, reaching the right arm up above your head. Taking a few breaths here. Feeling that stretch in the hip flexor. And we'll go ahead and lower back down, keeping the knee into the chest here. From here, we'll release, bringing both knees into the chest and lowering the soles of our feet onto the mat. Knees up towards the sky. We're going to do a few bridge exercises here. Engage your lower abs, lift the hips up towards the sky, using the glutes and your legs to lift you. And we'll hold here for a few breaths. And exhale, we'll lower slowly down back onto our mats. One more time, we'll engage the core, lifting the hips up towards the sky and hold. Engaging the core, steadying the mind. Two more breaths. And exhale, slowly lowering down. From here, we're going to curl into a ball once again, and exhale, bring our arms out to a T or a goal post, and we'll drop our knees to the left, keeping both of our shoulder blades on our mat for a spinal twist. Once again, engaging the core to protect your lower back and ensuring the stretch is in the right place. Exhale, we'll reach the knees up towards the sky and drop them to the right this time. Maybe placing an arm on top of the thigh here to encourage that stretch. We'll hold it here for a couple of breaths. And exhale. We begin rocking back and forth, maybe giving our backs a little bit of a massage, holding our hands behind our thighs, and we'll rock up to crisscross applesauce. Inhale, we'll lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring them to heart center. Thank yourself for arriving onto your mat today, for taking control of your breath, body, and mind. If you enjoyed the class, please leave a like, for the algorithm, of course. I'll be posting new and various yoga videos every week, so subscribe to Willows Mage here to see more. I also have a link to a PDF of this class as well, so you can memorize it or do it on your own time. Once again, thank you. I'll see you guys real soon.